I will have a live stream here, radio interview. Okay, let's see.
Here, we'll see what happens.
Okay, hello.
Hello, Hans. Oh, you are on the camera, so that's why it took so long. Yep. I am going to put the links in the room for your YouTube and Sylvain's like announcement or whatever.
Okay.
But I want you to tell us, Hans, to give us a little bit of background on you and how you became interested in this and the topics that you guys are going to be discussing tomorrow or in a little while for you.
Yeah, okay. Oh my God, I have to tell you a long, not that long story, but some little changes, because I won't be able to start exactly at 9 a.m. Mexican time, which would be 10 a.m. your time, because you know, when I'm doing all this, I'm also I'm a normal person, you know. I don't get any money for that or donations or anything. I mean, I do that because I love to help. So I got a job offer. I mean, I don't remember 100% if I told you last time when we were talking that I'm an actor.
Yes,
in
briefly.
Mexico, exactly. And I have, I mean, okay, let me open the camera so maybe you can see me, or the people who are on Skype, maybe they can see me. So the thing is, I went to a casting some days ago, and they called me that I get a little role in a commercial. So I will be there, not the whole day, because it's just, I mean, they have 3 sets and they will use me for 1 set, then they cut me, and then I can go back home, and I will start anyway very early. So I'm not sure exactly at what time I will be back, but definitely not at 9 a.m. Mexican time. I guess around noon or 1 p.m., something like that. I mean, anyway,
Okay.
the live stream will be like 24 hours. So when I'm there, then I will go 24 hours, because of experience also at that time at 9 a.m. And on Saturday many people are still partying or still with hangover, because you know, when you go in the weekend to have
So
some
weekend.
fun, so everybody can
Well, that's
rest
fine.
a bit
We'll just
more.
say it's going to be starting Saturday. That'll cover it.
Yes,
cover it
I
for
mean,
you.
it will be the whole Saturday and a part of Sunday. I mean, those 24 hours I will do it. If someone else wanna start before, I mean, they can add each other on Sylvain, because Sylvain also will use Skype. So if there's people at that time and they cannot be in another hour, okay, they can call to Sylvain and he can make it meanwhile. But I cannot cancel that, because I don't earn any money. I'm just sitting here at home helping, posting, researching, etc. So I had to accept that. I mean, I don't like it when it's in the same hour, but if not, I will die of hunger, you know, because I also have to pay rent and food. Okay. So
well, you've done a monumental amount of work in getting this together, and your other events, the one that was almost 5 hours long.
yeah.
Can you tell me how you became interested in the topic and what the topic is you're going to be covering? Because it's chemtrails, but it's a lot of other stuff too.
Okay, I will explain you how was that. I mean, I knew about chemtrails many years before, but I didn't accept that. I thought the people are all nuts and crazy, just taking pictures of those trails. I thought it's also yeah, normal, like many people. I mean, when I ask people outside, they say no, it's normal, it's just a plane. But then I started to research, because I remember when I was young that the skies didn't look like that, and I say, yeah, that's really strange, you know. And then Googling and YouTube videos, then the 2 documentaries, what on earth are they spraying, or why on earth, you know. Exactly. So I really I researched, and thanks God that I did that. I'm now 100% sure that this is not normal. So knowing with the time, you know, on Facebook, when you are posting stuff and etc., and with the time you go into groups and everything. So I was also checking if on Facebook if there are people talking about this, and I say, oh my God, there's so many groups there, you know, Chemtrails Kill and Global Skywatch and from Ross Tanner and whatever. And so I thought, I'm not the only crazy here. I mean, I'm not even crazy, because there's so many people and educated people and researchers and doctors and whatever. I mean,
at the beginning, when all of this came out, maybe let's say 5 years ago, when people really started speaking out, yeah, everyone thought they were crazy. But as time went by and people became more knowledgeable about the topic and actually saw, you know, this is not complete madness. I agree with you. I kind of started there too, and you explore, and then you start going, wait a minute, there's something to this. And so you did it basically all online, and then you met people online through YouTube, or how did you do it?
Exactly. Okay, first, like adding people on Facebook, you know, and then I found some people like Roxy Lopez, who also has a chemtrail website or chemtrail group on Facebook, and on her Truth Denied site or whatever. So I try to talk also to them, because they are also using Skype. So I had some private chats with them, and yeah, and we all became friends at that moment, you know. With Russ Tanner, I mean, I had him on my live streams like I don't know, 5 times or something, and we were talking for hours also. I mean, having Russ Tanner on a radio show, it's like 3-4 hours for sure. So and they know more things than I know. I mean, I just see them and I can just check the links out, what the people are posting. But those people like Russ Tanner, he even can smell it. I don't know if you have heard of Russ Tanner, but he can smell chemtrails. And I mean, many people will say it's crazy, but I mean, I have talked to him in person, well, private, let's say, on Skype, and he's not lying at all. He is really suffering of that, and I trust all those people, because they're yeah, people like you and me. I mean, nobody is a chemtrail person or studied chemtrail, you know. People are getting in touch with that topic now or later, but when they are in knowing about that, then you cannot go out of it. You have to continue and try to
that's
stop
not something
it, you know.
you can put back in the box.
yeah, it's like
that's it's out there. You got to chase it.
Exactly. I mean, it's like a terror. If you imagine you're walking in the street normal, and someone is spraying at you like a cucaracha. I mean, there's something very wrong. I mean, they are really attacking us. And of all those people who were checking out what is in those trails, and they found out metals and this and poison and viruses and whatever, then I mean, for me, this is not correct what the governments are doing with us. And I'm sure that the governments know what's happening, because it's not that easy that a plane goes into another country. I mean, everything is registered, and you know how fast they send military planes to get foreign planes out of the country, or they shoot them down or whatever, you know. So I think everybody knows it in the government. Maybe they have been lied. Maybe they say, don't tell the people, because they will get panic, but it's for something very, very good, because of global warming, or I don't know.
Right.
So this is what I think, that they're getting cheated, because normally someone wouldn't accept that. For example, if you're here in Mexico, I'm living in Mexico City, and there's a plane from the United States like dropping bombs over us, but chem bombs, you know, or chemtrails. I mean, the Mexicans, they are very angry, and they would do something. They would say, go away, you know, because they don't like because of the history.
It's basically, it could be anything. It could be poison for all they know. And who wouldn't be upset? And when you finally, yeah, I understand what you're saying. When you finally realize it, then you can't not notice it. When did you first come across Sylvain? Sylvain was, I was listening to on Awakened Radio. You probably are not familiar with that. About 2 years ago, looking for some HARP stuff that Billy did, and there was a lady named Cindy who was talking about chemtrails and HARP and what the government was doing, and Sylvain was supposed to be on the show. And that's when I realized, oh, I remember listening to Sylvain a couple years ago.
Yeah, me too.
And I totally forgot that I, recognized him. When did you meet Sylvain?
Yeah, it's around that time too, because I found it out, I knew about him, let's say like this, when I was checking YouTube videos and of the chemtrails, and then in one of the YouTube videos he was speaking something into his webcam, and I thought, okay, Sylvain. And then also, I mean, many times the YouTube users, they also have Facebook, so I looked for him on Facebook, and I found him there too, and we message, hey, how are you doing, do you know something about chemtrails, and blah blah blah. And then we were talking finally on Skype. I mean, I called him to his cell phone at that time. I think he didn't have a Skype account, how you say, Skype account or computer, whatever. So I called him on his cell phone, and then later also on Skype directly. Now it's cheaper because you don't have to pay credit. So yeah, I was talking with him for hours too, and yeah, we became friends, and yeah, I always invite him when I have a live stream too. So he likes a lot to help too, because he had the idea, for example, with the green light bulbs. I don't know if you have heard about this, that everybody put green light bulbs for calling for peace and everything. So I mean, we help each other out. When he has something, I also invite him to my radio shows, and he helped a lot here to get the 24-hour live stream together.
Right.
And yeah, he's a good person.
He's just a very positive person, and always has something nice to say. And on Facebook, it's all, you know what I mean, about happiness, love, and peace. Yeah. And he's very even-keeled and level-headed. He's not one of those guys that's going to start screaming about something, make you jump out of your seat.
Yeah, exactly. He's very tranquil, very peaceful person, and he knows even family member of Gandhi, his grandson or something. I mean, he has contact with David Icke. I hope he will also join the live stream tomorrow. And
that would be really, that would be a big guest for you.
Yeah, hope so.
Maybe Gene Simmons of Kiss. You can get him on this board soon. He mentioned that.
We're joking.
That would be crazy.
Yes, of course. Yeah, Vinny Eastwood also added me on Skype. He also makes radio shows.
Yes.
And I hope he has time, because he wrote me an inbox on Skype. I mean, a message that he has to edit some music. But 24 hours. I mean, you can find some minutes to and say hello. You know.
Let's everyone send Vinny Eastwood. He used to be on Oracle and they closed, right? Or American Freedom, one of those that shut down. Let's everyone send him a message on Facebook.
Yeah.
Please be on the 24-hour live stream marathon.
Yeah. I mean, this is in fact what I want. I mean, I cannot do everything every time. I mean, I have also to go to work. For example, tomorrow I had to accept this kind of work. I mean, what I want is that we all unite. For example, Vinny Eastwood has millions of fans, and they know him, but they don't know me. For example, I have people they don't know about Vinny Eastwood. There's Alex Jones, there's Roxy Lopez, it's you. There's so many people who make live streams or radio shows. And yeah, to join each other and help each other out. For example, what I would like is, for example, 9 a.m. Okay, I cannot. Vinny, get the first 3-4 hours, and then I'm back. Then I continue. You an hour, for example.
Right. Everyone support each other.
Yes.
And work together, because I would actually like to see more of that. There's no reason if people's egos get in the way, I think, is what it is, or time constraints and just life. But you can always step back and take a break from it, then come back refreshed. So where is the when you go on live stream, do you have a live stream page? Because I don't have a link for that.
Yes, it's the I don't know.
What's the name of it?
Have you got the event page? Because on the event page there's the whole information. If not, I will send it to you here right away on the
living document that Sylvain wrote. Okay. Your project lights out on it's Ustream, not LiveStream.
Exactly, it's a Ustream channel, and there is the whole link. It's also Project Lights. I think is the name. Ustream.tv user and then live Project Lights. I think is the link.
I forgot to look in there. I had read it over once, but briefly. Here is the link in the chat for the Ustream. So around what, noon your time or something, noon Central or something. Open it in your browser and just check it out. And when Hans starts speaking, you'll know that he's kicking off the first part.
I mean, what I will do as soon as I know when I will finish there, I will write a message on my wall, for example, on Facebook, and on the event page also. The event page which created Sylvain Henry also, because we created two actually. I mean, he made the first one, and then I made a mirror on my site from Project LightSky. So on every information site or either the event page, I will put the time when I really go live. So it might be 12, might be 1 or 2, but not that late either. Around noon. Maybe.
And also there are many links to look at of the other live events they've done, but nothing this long, thank goodness.
Yeah. No, I love to do it. I mean, I'm like Sylvain. I want peace also, and it's not just because of me. It's when I see young people on the street and new couples. I mean, they have right to be happy. I mean, I'm an old fart, how people say, you know, not that old, but I mean, if I mean, it's okay. I have done a lot, and I'm suffering also here. I'm poor, and I don't see much future, because people who are doing all this, they don't have
they hold the money.
Yeah,
they have the means to do this, then they have the means to just about anything, I think.
Yeah, the thing is, I'm also fighting here for the extras, because I mean, I'm an actor, but sometimes I have to work like an extra, and the new world order, they want money, and they are using us like slaves. They Mexico, we not even get paid the over hours if you're working more than 8 hours or whatever. They pay you after 3, 5, 6 months, and nobody can survive with that. I mean, everything is getting more expensive, and I mean, that I'm fighting for also for the extras is also I don't get that much work, because they fear me, because they say, oh, Hans knows the truth, he will make a revolution, better don't call him, because then we have to pay, you know, because the law normally says you have to pay extra hours, for example. But you know, when you're fighting for something good and the bad people are behind you, they blocking you, you know. That's why we are all separated. That's why yeah, people are.
You may need to look at another career choice. Honestly, acting is it's an up and down. That's a roller coaster. You never know when you get a job if you're going to have it for a while or if it's just a one-off, you know.
Yeah, it's just an opportunity, fast money, and I mean, it's not even much. It's $500 what I will get tomorrow. I mean,
and that's worth it. That's a very good enough reason.
In Mexico I can live with that money 2 months, you know, eating and paying rent. So
well, the main focus, let me put out there for everyone listening, is basically geoengineering, what is being done to our planet to change it from what it naturally is, to terraform it, or whatever the ultimate agenda or reason is. I am not sure, but apparently someone wants our planet to be more, better, different somehow, and people around the world are waking up and having a fit. They're not happy about it one bit. So the 24-hour live stream will be starting Saturday, so check on Saturday morning. I've put the links in the chat room. The links will be on the blog for this show, thenextlevelshow.blogspot.com. There are the links for the YouTube, and I'll put the Ustream there, and also for what Sylvain Henry wrote up to send out to people to let them know the reason and why they're doing it, and how to join in. Basically, they want to get as many people joining in as possible, and he was hoping for 1,000, and I'm hoping for 100,000.
Me too.
I'm gonna set your hopes high. There's no reason not to. So Cindy, are you here?
Yeah, we have some people here. Cynthia Marie.
There's just feedback or something. I'm not sure what.
Did you get it? Did you hear me?
Yes. There you are. So can you just tell briefly, Cindy, do you have an opinion on what they're trying to do to the Earth, to our planet? Are they trying to make it more, acceptable to another species, or for whatever they want us to become?
I don't know what they're doing. I can't imagine why they would kill their own crop if they wanted to control us. I know where the money came from. I know the money trail, but I don't know why they're doing this.
It doesn't make sense to me at all either, unless I look at the Agenda 21 stuff I read 10,
well, the Agenda 21
years ago.
stuff comes from HR 3474 also.
Right.
They are trying to destroy the planet for some reason. But on the same token, there's some bigger stuff that is going down than has been disclosed yet. And it's something that you can't just throw out there until you have enough people ready and motivated to hear the message. And when that happens, things can start opening up. But presently, it is such a small population that has acquired the wisdom to be able to even assimilate what it is I'm saying.
Right. Well, Sylvain has stuck with it over the years, and he has actually made some changes and held people's feet to the fire to be accountable about and actually admit that, things are going on. And he hasn't quit, and Hans hasn't either, and these are the kind of people that who are heroes of our time.
Absolutely. And the one thing I would like to share with you, if you're interested, is the money trail. I can tell you who's doing it. I know who's ordering it. It's called the Cohen Group.
Right.
The Cohen Group is the patent holder from Stanley Cohen, that holds the patent to the biologically functional chimera taken out of my hip. That's where all of the money came from. 2/3 of the world's economy came from that surgery. And it's the Cohen Group that pays the colleges and universities who are also beneficiaries of the patents from the Human Genome Project. And I don't for 1 minute think that it was off of just what they did to me. It's just that everybody else is listed as a patent from that initial patent. So every time somebody gets killed, murdered, maimed, or all of this stuff goes on, they are the ones that collect the money.
Right.
From the sub-patent.
Okay, well, we'll get into that further next week. I promise you that. This is, right now, the show's going to end in maybe, 3 or 4 minutes. I'll put the links in the chat. Like I said, check the blog. And if you can tune in tomorrow, there is the text beside the camera, the screen, where you can watch everyone and the speakers. So you can join in the text, too, on Ustream and talk to other people and ask questions, and they read the chat, and most of the time they're pretty good about answering the questions from what I've seen. And I'm not giving a hint about next week because we've covered what I want to cover with Cynthia Brewer. Hans, thank you for stopping by, and I wish you luck on your work tomorrow.
Thank you.
And
thank you
I'll be watching, and I'll have the computer on and see who's going to be on there. You have quite a lineup. It's actually pretty impressive. Dane Wigington and other guys. I went on Facebook and made a general pain of myself and put it in as many people's pages as I could. Somebody said that Facebook shut me down because I was doing something, and I was like, I'm probably next. But Rosalind Peterson, Dane Wigington, Russ Tanner, Terry Lawton, Max Bliss, Harold Save, Paul Mack, Alexandra May Hunter, Martin M. Beard, Ingejor Gulnock's daughter, Cynthia Brewer, Basra Parsons, Barbara Craig, Pilot 3. Billy Hayes may or may not be there. He had another family situation. But that's a pretty good lineup.
Yes.
Of people that are scheduled, and there are people who are probably not scheduled, and he hasn't had time to add to this. So
yeah. The thing is, we cannot say exactly at that time we'll be talking that person, because like I told you with Russ Tanner, sometimes it's also for hours and a very, very good information, and I mean that's why it's 24 hours. So maybe some people have really to wait until they can talk, but the idea is like, you can read it also in the comments, it's like 10 minutes each person, but when it's really someone is really giving more information, I don't want to cut them up, you know. I mean, they should really say what they know, and so I mean, it's just being there, watching, and anyway, it will be recorded also for YouTube, like I always do it, so people who cannot join at the moment, they can watch it another day. So
yeah, you have to break that one up in segments, I'm sure.
Yeah, of course, 24 hours won't fit, and I have to edit it also, because I think there will be also for sure some moments where nobody is there, you know, and I just I play some music videos or whatever, or chemtrail videos. So, but yeah, it will be all on YouTube. Also, this one, what we are talking, I will upload it also. So, so we have
you did
more
that last
copies.
week too. Surprised me.
I hope you liked it.
Oh, I appreciate it. That's really sweet of you.
Nice.
I want to just mention that this is Revolution Radio. If you like what you hear and you enjoy the content, then please consider helping us out with a donation. This is listener-supported station, and all volunteers here working behind the scenes to make everything work. We have an excellent management staff, and the owner, Nighthawk, he's really come a long ways, and he's stuck it out, which I have a lot of respect for. A lot of other stations, if you've noticed, have shut down by the first of this year. So if you like what you see, come to www.freedomslips.com. And we'll be back next week. I'll be talking with Cindy Brewer, and we'll go deep down manufactured rabbit hole. And I want to thank you all for listening. This is the Next Level Radio Show, and Aurora signing out.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye, Hans.
See you tomorrow.